Well, I'm here. I've been in school for a couple weeks and it's similar to, yet completely different than something I was expecting. This semester I'm taking a few courses. I'm taking French, biology, social dance, which I'm really looking forward to, and a history course called American Heritage. Everybody's always complaining about it, but it doesn't seem that hard yet. So we'll see what this semester has in store. Anyway, I've been making friends, but it's kind of weird since everybody is a Mormon here and I'm not. They're always trying to convert me to their religion. It's really different. It's like I'm a new toy or something and they just can't have enough. Like there's always somebody around talking to me about Jesus. They have their own Bible and I've gotten 7 copies since I've been here. I've been able to talk to them a little bit about their religion, so here's the skinny on Mormons. They have their own Bible, like I said. It's called the Book of Mormon, and it's about these people who moved from biblical areas to South America. And then there's also this guy named Joseph Smith, but I'm not exactly sure where he comes into play since he was in like the 1800s. It's definitely a religion to its own, but it's not completely out there. It's somewhat easy to make friends out here since anybody is willing to talk to you. Just walking in between classes, you can make a friend. Speaking of walking in between classes, campus is ridiculously huge. There are a ton of people and a ton of huge buildings. It's just enormous. Everybody's just super friendly. There's this one guy in my social dance class who was also in my new student orientation class, and his name is Lewis. He's pretty cool. He is a little bit awkward. I don't really know what his deal is, but we hang out sometimes. I was talking about him to my roommates, and apparently he's only weird because he just got back from his mission, and I guess you don't talk to girls while you're on your mission. He's awkward. Anyway, I feel kind of weird talking about him without him knowing on like a public internet-y worldwide thing. So, moving on! So the Provo experience for college is just different than what I expected. Most college towns have bars or clubs and there's all kinds of partying going on during the weekends and sometimes even the weeknights. But since Mormons don't drink or go clubbing, it's a little bit calm, I guess would be a good word. They definitely have their substitutions though. Like for example, in our student center we have this bowling alley and there's this weird place called The Wall. I don't exactly know what it is for, but people go there to hang out sometimes. Let's see, there's also downtown, but it's not very downtown-esque. There's a hipster music club and just a whole bunch of random weird things, but yeah, no downtown action whatsoever. People also sometimes have these weird dance parties, but they're not actually dance parties. It's just a bunch of people together that jump up and down in like a giant mosh pit. It's very middle school-esque, but it's something I guess they do to have fun. I guess I could also tell you about where I live. BYU housing is a little bit different than other college housing places. Like, it's not your typical dorm style. There's only one section of on-campus housing that's like a traditional dorm. The other 2 parts of on-campus housing are actually apartment style. The downside to that is that the buildings are really old and you have RAs and you have to live with like 6 other people, and it's just not something I wanted. So I was going to do off-campus housing because that just seemed more fun, and I figured that I could have a better time and it might be easier for me to fit in. The one thing I was not prepared for in off-campus housing is how rundown and old everything can be. I've met people whose parents lived in complexes that are still renting out apartments to current students. So instead of living in an apartment that my mother could have lived in, I decided to go to a beautifully new built building called The Village. Some people call it the Great and Spacious Building, and I don't know why, but it's totally true. It's so big and it's great. Well, I have to run to class now, so I hope you guys are all doing good, and I will talk to you later. Bye!